Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Halloween. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry for the poor lighting and doing a live during the day and not letting you guys know. But I wanted to hop on here because I didn't want to make like a video. I wanted to at least kind of talk through it. So that way it can be more of a conversation versus just like a polished video. So really don't expect anyone to get on, but if you guys do, welcome and hope you guys are having a good Halloween. Hopefully some of you are taking the day off, or some of you have a short work day and are able to do some trick or treating and whatnot. But anyways, apologize for poor lighting. It's morning. I have today off and just wanted to do a live. Had some thoughts and wanted to share it with you guys. So if you are here, give me a thumbs up. Hey, what's up? Moonshot XRP. Hi, buddy. How's it going, man? Good to hear from you. Hopefully you're doing well. Have some more RX8 content coming. So thanks for hopping on. But yeah, if you guys are here, say hi. Give me a thumbs up. Like I said, I have the day off, so I'll go as long or as short as you guys would like to go on this. But really, what I wanted to cover is honestly any questions you guys have, if miraculously some of you guys are on here, and then just share some of my thoughts from 909 Scat. What's up at work? LOL. I love it. The dedication. Yes, I love it. uh, good to hear from you, man. I just figured I'd hop on and do a live, and I'm gonna try and do these more in advance to market to you guys and let you guys know. That I'm doing a live. I haven't been very good at kind of giving you guys an update when I am doing a live. So I apologize, but that'll change moving forward. But just had uh, just had some thoughts. So let's see, Moonshot, getting close to the weekend to smash my RX-8 down the motorway. Yes, I love it. Moonshot, let me see if I can pull a picture for you. I actually changed my spark plugs in my RX-8. I don't know when the last time they were changed. And for those of you guys not familiar with RX-8s, they eat spark plugs pretty bad. And so I changed them, and let me see if I can find a good picture for you. You can tell me. Hopefully, you can see it okay. But those are the spark plugs. That's what it looked like when I changed them. And so, yeah, based on that, how long has it been since they've been changed? Honestly, I know it's pretty common for them to look like this, but anyways, definitely had some fun doing that, and actually really easy to do. So let's see. 909 Scat, I'm 100% committed, my friend. I like it. You've always been committed. I love it. You're at work and you're hopping on. It's the best. Don't get in trouble. But thanks for hopping on, man. It brings me joy. Let's see. Moonshot remix makes them works. LOL. Moonshot and Mucky. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely needed. I still think I need to change my yeah, I do premix. Yep, yeah, I definitely premix on my rotary. So uh, I think I still need to change my coil packs or upgrade to a Gen 2 starter because I mean it starts and I'm pretty sure compression's good, but I think I need to change the coil packs on there. So as the original coil pack still has the Gen 1 starter. So I might eventually do that. I need to upgrade my coolant reservoir tank. The sensor's gone bad inside of it, so my check or not my check engine, my coolant light comes on and off periodically, and I just want to get that buttoned up. But the RX-8, it's pretty solid. Really, not a lot to do. And yeah, I actually on the RSX actually installed a wing on it yesterday, and I have wheels for it. So you guys are going to see a full build on that car. So pretty excited. Let's see, Moonshot. Yeah, upgrades are good. Tell me what coil packs I've heard of. Gosh, is it Black Halo Racing? Tell me what coil packs I should do. If I should do a Gen 2 starter, let me know. I would love to know. So yeah. Well, right on, guys. Hey, I wanted to make just kind of a conversation about my last video. So first off, I want to thank you guys for all of the support on my last live that I did. I know a lot of you missed it, and it's because I didn't let you guys know I was doing a live ahead of time, so that's on me. But you know, and at the end of the day, you know, I kind of go back and forth on posting those kind of videos. I don't do them that often, maybe once a year, maybe once every like 9 months, I'll do them. And I definitely just kind of expressed, hey, I'm frustrated. YouTube, it's not taking off to where I want it to. And you guys, I just want to say thank you. You guys provided some awesome feedback, some awesome support on what I can do to make this channel better. And I've had some time off, from work and some different things, and so I've thought through it. But first and foremost, just want to say thank you, and really appreciate the help. Josh, you're welcome. You didn't provide any feedback, dude. So don't even pretend like you're working today. Don't even want to hear it. Don't even want to hear it, man. I'm just messing with you. Good to see you, Josh. But just want to say thanks. I go back and forth in my mind on making those videos. Sometimes I want to delete them, and I don't know. I'm working so hard. Yeah, I bet you are. Rascal. Um, and I go back and forth on if I want to delete those videos or make those videos because, sometimes it seems like complaining, or whining, or hey, you have it tough. And at the end of the day, I just am with my channel. I'm trying to do it my way, and my way might not be the most successful way. It might be a way where I learn or I get better. But I see YouTubers out there that, they're always positive, which is great. I try and be positive, but I'm just trying to be me. And it's kind of like, in life, at work, or different things. You have a good day, you have a bad day. Like, my whole thing in this journey is to build an audience that, maybe can relate to me, that maybe I kind of see more real to you. I'm definitely not sponsored by anyone, or, I'm just trying to bring you guys my honest opinions. And so I kind of go back and forth on when I make those videos, and even the last one I made, the live, and just asking for you guys' help. I debate doing that just because I don't want to seem like I'm ungrateful, because I'm not. I'm for sure grateful for all the support, and I have a lot of great subscribers, and I'm so grateful to all of you guys. This YouTube thing, I'm gonna figure it out, guys, and I'm not gonna stop, and I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm gonna keep fighting. Occasionally, I might be down, and I think that's just life, right? Sometimes you're down, sometimes you have a bad day, sometimes you have a good day, and I told you to get that Mountain Dew money. Hey, I was drinking a Mountain Dew this morning. I went to my daughter's Halloween parade, and I show up in my slippers and drinking a can of Mountain Dew, and everybody's like, "Dude, why is that guy drinking a Mountain Dew at 8 in the morning?" Because I can, and this is America. But I need to get that Mountain Dew money. Um, but I'm just trying to be real, guys. So it's not for clicks, it's not for views, it's not for anything. If I were to make that kind of a video and I wanted to make money off of it, I wouldn't do it as a live, I'd do it as a regular video. They just do better. But I just want to say thank you. There's a lot of great feedback on there. Some of the feedback I didn't agree with, but that's okay. And a lot of the feedback I did. So I wanted to kind of share with you guys my thoughts, and thank you guys first off for just being awesome. I know I have a lot of good friends and family and supporters on the channel, but here are my thoughts. You know, and I appreciate the honesty that you guys have. It's like, hey, I joined you because you had a Challenger or a Mustang or a Camaro, and I'm grateful for you guys. So as I think back through it, um, my way might not line up with the most successful way on YouTube. Probably sticking with one brand, probably sticking with one car, or trying to stay in a niche. It probably helps you rank better in YouTube and Google. And I don't want to be something on this platform that I don't want to be something on this platform that I'm just doing it to try and be popular big. Don't get me wrong, I want to be big and I want to grow this up, and I'm not going to stop until I get there. But I need to first off realize that some of my decisions or what I've done on the channel might not be the most successful outcome for me or what I'm trying to look for. But it doesn't mean I can't get there. There's just different ways to do it. Because like I look at, a lot of the comments and said, hey, I subscribed. Here's the reality. And I've come to this conclusion, and it's taken me a while. There's a small group of you out there that, watch because of me and because of who I am. And I love that. And you guys know who you are. And I'm super grateful for it, and it means a lot. Consider you guys friends. But then there's a lot of you, and I do the same thing. I subscribe to certain channels because they have the car that that I want to drive or see content on. And but as I look back, and some of them are like, "Hey, I subscribed because of your Camaro." Like, had I not have bought a Camaro, I never would have got all those subscribers. Had I not got a Dodge or a Mustang or an RX-8 or a Supra or an RSX. So I think as I lose people, I'll also gain them. And I think what I have to do is I have to build that audience and that content that I'm looking for. You know, some of you had said, well, Austin, no one wants to watch you drive a slow car fast. And I deleted that comment because at the end of the day, um, at the end of the day, uh, like my or my RX-8 video, I know a lot of you don't like RX-8s, and that's okay. That's a car that I love and I enjoy. I'm never going to commit to, hey, I'll own this car for a while, and but I've really enjoyed it. I've loved it, and for me, like I'm a manual enthusiast. There's a great manual driving car. If someone doesn't want to watch me go through a canyon or see the scenery in Utah, or hear the sounds or see me kind of push my car to the limits and how fast I can take corners, then I probably don't want you watching my videos. I'm not making them for you then. If you guys are just wanting the latest and greatest, tech out there, yeah, it's probably not for me. And what you've seen a lot of popular YouTubers do, if you look at Ben Hardy, if you look at Swayze, if you look at others, they've stopped making content about Dodge. They go and review a Kia Sorento. They go and review a Honda Odyssey minivan. They review all sorts of cars, and the reason for it is because they actually get more views that way and more subscribers. And it's really hard to be successful focusing just on one brand. And honestly, the more specific we get, the more specific we get to a certain brand or a car, yeah, you can build up a good following like Racer X with Dodge and some others, or OC Motivator. But what happens when Dodge stops making those cars? What are they going to do? What are they going to drive? OC Motivator. I love his videos, but when he can't have the itch to buy a new Dodge, the guy's always he has to have the newest and the best thing, And it's like, what's going to happen in 2 years when Dodge stops making those cars? Like, he's going to have to pivot, and so, I have to take into account that I have switched cars. Hey, and yeah, let me get to some of the comments here, and I'll continue on. You are awesome. Hey, thanks, Moonshot. We won't fall out if you sell the Rex. I appreciate it, man. No plans on selling that. I feel pretty good with where I'm at. Josh Cooper, take the damn Super to the track and burn off the tires. I'd pay good money to see that. We're gonna let her rip. I need you to come up here so you can let it rip, man. I'll let you take that thing and beat the heck out of it. I beat most I race on the street, V6s and V8s, all sorts. So Moonshot, do you have a turbo, or do you have anything like upgraded to your RX-8? I'd love to know. Silas Shepard, how's the Supra, buddy? So the Supra, I'm actually working on a video. I like it. And since you guys are here, and since you guys are making time to be on here, I'll share with you. So I'm going to be hopefully making a video today and posting it later this week. But let me run through the things, Silas, since you asked me about it. So here, I'll just run through it really quick, and then if you guys see the video coming out, please watch it, because I'll talk more in depth. But here are the things that initially I really love about the car. The power of it. This car is fast. Like when the turbo kicks in, this car moves. The styling, guys, if you haven't seen one of these cars on the road, it blows you away. Like if you don't like the styling, that's okay. See one in person, and if you still don't like it, that's okay. But they look really good. This car gets more attention than any car I've ever driven, hands down. It's almost like a supercar, as dumb as that sounds. Like, people go, "Oh, dang, Supra," and the gas cap holder, as dumb as this sounds, it has like a little slot for you to like stick the gas cap, in. Which I know that's silly. The shifter. It's taken me time to get used to. It's obviously from BMW, but it resembles a manual shifter like really well. Cause like obviously like in the Dodges, you have the, kind of horizontal, like pull it back. But this is like literally like almost a stick shift. So it actually kind of makes it fun. And it doesn't make me miss a manual in it that bad. The car doesn't shift when it's in sport mode. It stays in there. So I love that. It gets really aggressive. Gas mileage, phenomenal. I romp on that thing and I'm still getting in the mid to high 20s, which is great. I think on a freeway drive, which I haven't had a chance to take it, it would get easily over 30 miles to the gallon. So to be able to keep up with V8s, if not surpass them, have that gas mileage, yeah, that's a huge plus. There's plenty of headroom in the car. It's definitely dark in there. It's definitely dark. So if you like a Camaro, you probably would like a Supra. But if you like a Challenger and a Mustang, you're probably not going to like a Supra based on being inside of it. But I got enough space. The seats are comfy, which you guys know I'm kind of picky about that. My golf clubs fit. I think I shared a video with that. It's not the best car to try and get golf clubs in and out of, not gonna lie. Okay, so here are some things that I'll be putting in the video and talking more about. It's the lowest car I've driven. I have to be even more careful as I'm pulling out of places. Piano black. I really wish manufacturers would stop putting piano black in the cars. It streaks. It's just hard to keep clean. Some of the interior is a little bit cheap. It is the worst stock sound system of a car I've owned. Like I do want to get the sound system upgraded. Auto stop and start. I hate that manufacturers do it. I know all the autos and things. My wife's van has it, but sure, you can put it in sport mode and it immediately disables it. Sure, you can hit the button. Sometimes I forget when I'm in a hurry and I hate it. And is it really saving the economy? Is it really saving that much MPGs? I'd love to see a study on that. If you guys have one, let me know. My head. So I have a big head. I'm not gonna lie, Josh. I got a big head. Come on, don't lie, buddy. My head cannot fit through the windowsill. Like it is very small. And when you're sitting in a drive-through, whatever, people can't see your eyes. So it's kind of like, hey man, yeah, I'll take that. So it doesn't bother me. But I know for some of you that will. From going from a manual to an auto, I'm trying to get used to the shifter. There's been a couple times I've thrown that car in park that make me worry that I'm going to ruin the transmission. It's just I've made a couple errors on that, but it's taking me a second. Electronics are kind of weird. It's kind of a little bit different. It's very electronic. There isn't it's got an electronic oil measurer, if that's the right word, but there's no dipstick. It just tracks it automatically. So some kind of interesting things on it. Sometimes my seat touches the back bar. There's kind of like a back bar in the middle. It hits it. And wind buffeting, it is bad. If you're going above 20 or 30, wind buffeting is that sound that you get, like when maybe a kid or somebody rolls down the window and you're going fast and it just like, it just like bangs on your ears. That's what that is. And it's actually really bad in the Supras. There is a little cheap modification on Amazon that you can do that removes it. So it's actually good. So those are my quick things. Honestly, I love the car. Oh, and the exhaust, I didn't talk about it. The exhaust is a little underwhelming. When I make the video, I'm going to try and record a video on it, but there was a YouTuber that I watched that they compared the 3.0, the V6 versus the V4 Supra side by side. And the sound, this is the first car I've owned besides my RX-8 and my RSX that I've said, I want to get an exhaust for this car. I haven't felt that in my Challenger. Challenger had a nice deep rumble. Mustang sounded raspy. I loved it. Camaro was a great marriage between the two. This car, it sounds good, but it's not overly loud. It's not overly loud. I'll see if, let me know if you guys can hear this. I actually recorded myself revving it up as my wife and I went to go get some breakfast this morning. I don't know if the sound will come through, but can you guys hear it? Probably not going to come through very good. So it's got pops, but the video that I saw, I don't know if they had like a dead cat mic right next to the exhaust, but it sounded a lot meaner, and so that was a little bit disappointing. It's not a deal breaker, but the Supra, it's expensive. It cost me a lot of money. It's my most expensive car, but man, I love the looks of it. It is fast. It is fun. I got a huge rock chip on it not too long after having it, but got it fixed, luckily. But yeah, I love the looks of it. I haven't gotten tired of looking at it. The car is fast, and what I'm realizing is now that it's getting colder outside, if I'm going 40 miles an hour or 50 and I step on it, it breaks the tires loose a little bit. And so traction is, and it's got the Michelin Pilot Sports on it, which I love those tires. But I've liked it. I've enjoyed it. I think with an exhaust, some of the things I don't like are very minor. Those are just my honest impressions so far of it. So hopefully enjoy that. I'll have a video coming out about it. Let's see. I got the video up where I lost to a Supra Friday night at work. Wide Technology Raceway. Infidel, send me your channel. I can't remember. I think I'm subscribed to it. If I'm not, I will. So I'd love to see it. Would love to check it out. So let me know. Either ping me on Instagram or drop it in here, or Friday night at Worked Wide Technology Raceway. Yeah. If not, I'll try and find it. But let me know your channel again. I'd love to see that. Moonshot straight pipe, and I know how to drive it properly. Moonshot, if you're still on, how much horsepower do you think you get? So when you say straight pipe, I assume you removed the catalytic converter. If you have, how much horsepower? I've heard that's like the biggest restriction on the RX-8 is the catalytic converter. Just because with the premix and everything, it just gets really gunked up in there. Would love to know. I am going to be racing the RX-8 against my RSX. Josh, if you can make your way up here, great. If not, I'm going to find someone else to do it. But I do want to race my RSX against my RX-8. Pretty stoked for that. So that should be pretty good. See if you can get some vids at the weekend and drop them to you on Instagram. Yeah, I would love to see it. Moonshot, if you're watching this later or still on, let me know. Would love to see it. Let's see, Infill. I spun my tires on the launch and let's lost by 0.5 of a second. Yeah, so I do think the launch, I haven't tried the launch system on it. What I've noticed is the car hooks pretty good, even though it breaks the tires loose. Obviously, a big V8 is going to break the tires loose, but the car hooks pretty good. And if you watch some videos, it'll like really kind of squat when it's ready to take off, and it does good. So yeah, let's see. Silas Shepard, awesome to hear. Thank you. Was red your dream color, or was it the only one available? Red is also my favorite, but the white one looks cool as well. So when it's come to colors on cars, I would probably say these were probably my top 3 colors on the Supra. What I've noticed with me buying cars is to try and find a car that you want the exact specs on. So what I wanted with the Supra, I originally was going to do the manual. I pulled out of that when I ran into some financial stuff, sold the Camaro, didn't have a car payment for 4 or 5 months just to save up some money. But when you're trying to get the spec that you want, the color that you want, and for sticker price or less, it's really hard to do. And so I had a list of colors, and that's kind of how I've approached my last few cars is, okay, if I can get it in one of these colors, I'm good with. So for the Supra, all I decided I wanted an auto. I didn't want to pay more than sticker. And I didn't need the premium package or anything. That's like another $4,000. So my top 3 colors for that car, obviously Renaissance Red was at the top. The yellow color, I can't remember the Nitro Yellow. I actually really like it. I've seen one in person and actually looks sharp. It's kind of like a school bus type yellow. And then I also liked Turbulence Gray, I think. So those are my top 3 colors. When I had the Supra and I had the RX-8, it's a lot of red for me. I do like red. I just think red in a Supra is classic, to be honest. I was looking at a 2.0 in black that was like $4,000 under sticker, and it was in Colorado, I think, Pueblo, Colorado. It was pretty close to here, and those were my top 3 colors. So I do think the white looks really good. I actually saw one this morning, and the white looks good. The only reason I didn't do white is I've had a white car before and I just wanted to mix it up. But I was talking to Josh about this. White looks good on just about anything. It's very clean. It looks really good. Let's see, Moonshot probably unlocks around 20 horsepower according to other people. So hey, 20 horsepower is pretty good. High octane as well. She shifts, bro. So I do have a pump down here. Most of Utah is at 91 octane. Down in Orem, there's a gas station that you can get 93. I put some in my RSX, and man, just getting a 93 octane, it wakes the cars up. I remember when I put some in my Bullet, it's just not super close to me. And when I say close, it's a 20, 30-minute drive. But I am going to put some in the RX-8. But RX-8, I think it'll give the RSX a run for its money. I think the RSX in a race against my RX-8, the RSX will beat it to about 60 miles an hour. But I think the RX-8 has better top end than the RSX. So it'll be interesting to kind of see. So I think that catches me up on some of the comments. Keep them coming, guys. If you're jumping in here, say hi. Give me a thumbs up if you guys don't mind. Would love to get some feedback. So back to kind of my thoughts. You guys provided a lot of good feedback, and you guys, gave me ideas like, hey, do some car reviews. Hey, do product reviews. you know, hey, some of this is due to you switching your channel up and buying different cars. And you're right, doing car views. Some of you said, hey, maybe do some of your subscribers cars, which I'm gonna do. And there was a lot of great advice on there that a lot of you gave me, and a lot of you said, hey, have some patience. It's, you know, and I've done it for about 3 years now, and I've done about 270 videos, I think is what I'm up to. So I've definitely put in the time, and I've definitely been patient. I just want to, you know, I just want to be able to make enough money where I can afford these cars. Because some of you have said, hey, I'd like to see you do a full build on one of these cars. Well, the reason I haven't done a full build is because a lot of my money from YouTube or just in general is tied up in car payments. And that's the reality of it. But, you know, as some of you'll see, with the RSX, you are going to see a full build on it. From wheels, tires, modifications, you're going to see it. The Supra, I do want to add a cold air intake to the Supra, mainly just for, I want some more turbo sounds and some of the blow off sounds. I think Arma Speed is one that I'm probably going to go with. But where we go from here moving forward, or where my head's at, and I have somewhat of a plan, but I'm still working through it, is I have to realize I have to be patient. I have to realize that if I am doing it a different way, buying and selling cars and getting an audience attached to me and then losing them because I buy something else, I have to be accepting of that. And I have to know that I'm going to gain a new audience while I do that. But I do believe that the formula is going to pay off and it's going to work. I think I want to make better quality content. And I don't know if you'll see it in this next video or not, but moving forward, I am going to probably, it seems like my watch time is down on my videos. You know, I think I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit more, make it a little bit more entertaining, maybe joke around a little bit more, maybe show my personality a little bit more. I have, gosh, what is it called? I have not a stabilizer, it's a gimbal for my phone, from DJI. So I think the quality, I need to just stay true to who I am and what I'm trying to do. And I have to realize that I'm going to lose people along the way, and I'm also going to gain people along the way. So I want to be more consistent. I want to get at least on a very consistent upload schedule for you guys, where you can count at Friday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, there will be a video. Or, hey, we do a live and you guys know about it a week or two in advance. And maybe it's a set live. And then on my detailing channel, that's when I'm going to release a video. And so I want to be much more consistent in giving you guys that content. You know, and two, similar to a lot of you who have found my channel, you probably found me through Instagram. You know, I've asked you guys to subscribe. I'm going to build up some Supra followers. You know, I have my Supra, the RX-8. You know, and that video has done a little bit better since I posted. I think I'm up to about 500 views, which isn't crazy, you know, but it makes me feel better. It's when I get like 100 views or maybe 200 views after a couple weeks, it just makes me feel like no one's watching. I think I can improve my thumbnails. I think I can improve my titles. I think at the end of the day, if you create content that's good, people are going to watch it. You're going to get longer watch time. And so I just need to, I think it's on me. I think I need to have proper expectations. I need to create better content. I'm just trying not to follow suit of some of the other bigger YouTubers, where they, you know, where they don't talk about cars. You know, or they do talk about cars, but they don't work on their cars. They don't race their cars. You never even, I don't want to be a news outlet. That's not what I don't want to be. And I actually wrote this, and I was going to put this in a video, but let me, I had to remind myself of why I did this, and you know, my thoughts. And so here's something that I wrote, and I was going to do a video on it. I think it's time I remind you what this channel is about. I'm not a news outlet sitting in my car, standing in my yard. I'm not reviewing cars I don't like just for views. I'm not fake. I'm not sticking to one brand in fear of losing subs. I'm an auto enthusiast. I work on my cars, not perfect at it. You're going to see in my RXX, I cut myself and I bled on the car a little bit. I drive my cars. I race my cars. I shift my cars. I don't tuck them away for winter. I don't. I'm going to continue to drive them. If you guys do, that's totally fine. I get why you do it, especially where you live, rust, all sorts of stuff. It's a big investment, so I get it. I give you my honest opinions. I do, guys, whether I'm right or I'm wrong. I give you my honest opinions. Hell, which YouTuber can you guys point to who has owned a Challenger, a Mustang, and a Camaro? All three. Who can you point to that's owned all three and can give you their perspective on it? I think that's pretty cool. You know, most people just go, "Hey, I'm Challenger, I'm Mustang, I'm Camaro." I am taking risks. I really am. I know how I'm approaching this. I realize, and you guys have pointed that I am taking risks. I may lose, I may win, but I'm not stopping till I figure this YouTube thing out. If people don't watch my videos, I'll find the ones who will. If YouTube slows my viewership or growth down, I'm going to power through. This isn't a hobby for me, guys. This isn't. I do this because I want to stay up on my marketing skills and making video, and I enjoy making content. But this isn't a hobby for me. Like I treat this as a job. I want this to be a career for me. Like my dream, you guys want to know my dream? My dream is that I could do this full time, and I would try and film a video every day for you guys. That is my dream. That's literally. If you ask me, Austin, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? I would love to be a content creator on YouTube. Plain and simple, hands down. I'd love to be a content creator on YouTube, and I'd like to have my own auto detailing shop. That to me would be my dream. And I want to keep at it. And I want to keep figuring it out. And I'm going to lose. I'm going to fall back. I'm going to move forward. And then I closed with this: better buckle up because this next chapter is going to be my best one yet. So I had to write that down to myself to do some self-reflection, because your guys' comments were spot on in a lot of ways on how I can make it better. So I think just more consistent uploads, better content, better quality, trusting the process, leveraging outside groups. Like one thing that's helped my RX8 videos is I posted on the Facebook group in some of the RX8 forums. I'll do the same for Supra. You spend all the time editing and working on the video. I need to do a better job of trying to market the video to get people to view it. So let's see. Let me catch up on some of this. High octane and get that rev counter up to redline beep. Absolutely. Dude, you got to shift it at redline, man. Josh, RXX is going to be sweet. It is. You've actually had a chance to see some wheels. I bought some wheels for it, put a wing on it. Yeah, it's definitely going to be awesome. 909, my 2 cents. I joined because of the Challenger, became a fan of Austin, identified channels being about a guy that loves cars' journey. I like what you do and how you do it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. And that's my goal, right? Is I hope you guys enjoy me. I hope you enjoy, because what I learned with my Challenger when I sold it is the people were like, they were not happy. They were angry. And that's okay. I also subscribe to people because the cars they have. But hopefully you guys stick around. If there's some stuff, if you guys want to see more like vlogs or more lifestyle stuff or more things kind of about me, I'd be more than happy to share that with you guys. The only thing that I won't share is more kind of my kids in videos or my family. I do want to try and keep that separate outside of it. Moonshot, well said. In focus, never got any notification of a live. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. And I think, and I also think there's a couple things happening. The reason I also made, sorry, I got over it. I love it. Thanks, buddy. I've come close. I've come close to coming back to Dodge a couple times, and I still might. I'd still love to see your Octane Red Challenger one of these days. I still love him. Talk to my dad about his Hellcat Red Eye. I need to go up there and do a review on it. I'd love to go race my Super against it. That's really what I'd love to do. Yeah, so in focus, welcome, my friend. Hopefully you can start your detailing channel, because I think there's a lot that you can teach everybody about what you do. But I love your Camaro and appreciate your help and guidance. I think there's a couple things you guys have probably seen if you follow me on Instagram. I have done a slew of Instagram reels. I think what is another thing that's playing a factor in all of this is we're in a recession. We're going into a recession. And normally the reason I put out that video, that live about, hey, I'm kind of frustrated, is last year I saw a huge tick in revenue from October, November, December. It was my best months ever. And advertisers aren't paying as much right now. Companies don't have the budgets to pay as much for ads. Instagram, they've changed how they've done the reels. I used to only have to do maybe 3 reels in a month or 4 reels, and I'd make the goal that I was trying to make. I have now done 12 or 13 or 15. I think I lost 30 Instagram followers because I put too much out there, but I made about half of my goals. So I think they're just making it a little bit tougher. I think the long thing is just being consistent and just trudging ahead. Let's see, in focus. I tried to just make a garage tour and I just can't get past just talking to the camera. I just feel odd. Dude, you're never gonna get past that. When I edit my videos, there's a lot of times I leave mistakes in my videos because I literally can't sit here and listen to myself talk longer and longer and longer and longer. It drives me nuts. What you could do is I don't know if you're putting it yourself, maybe just walk around the garage and show your products. But you can do it. Guys, anybody can do this. Seriously, it's not rocket science. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. But feeling odd, you're never going to not feel odd. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk in front of a camera or show my face because it's like, dude, when did you last shave? Or when did you last shower? Or I'll have a booger in my nose or a booger in my eye. And it's like, I don't have time to check all this stuff. It's like, hey, I'm gonna shoot a video and I'm like, crap, I go to edit and I'm like, dude, you got another booger in your nose, man. Like, what are you doing? Or dude, when is the last time you brushed your teeth? So it's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, hey, Moonshot, thanks for jumping on. But yeah, if you guys are on here, give a thumbs up, give a like. So yeah, I think content moving forward, you're going to see a full build on the RSX. If you guys haven't subscribed to my auto detailing channel and you want to see that, you know, and I need to put out a video about this on my auto detailing channel. Guys, I love auto detailing, but I am not an expert at it. I am not. Like, I'm just your average guy who wants to try new products, who's going to mess up, who's going to learn new skills. Like, because the last thing I want to give people impression of is that I'm like this like know all of auto detailing. I'm not. There's a lot of stuff I've just done for my first time. So if you guys want to check out auto detailing, I have 3 videos that are uploaded ready to go, and I just need to schedule them to come out. I'm trying to get my detailing channel monetized. I'm trying to get that working and going. So and if you're wanting to see the build on the RSX or the cleaning it out, it's definitely on there, and it's fun. So there's another good focus, and maybe this came from Geese, and I think this is a good point. You know, I think when I do a build on some of these cars, I think it's hard for you guys to kind of follow along because there's like breaks in it. Like, you know, I've tried to put detailing stuff over on my detailing channel, but on my main channel, you know, like if I build a car, I think I need to do those RX-8 videos back to back to back to back, or my RSX or my Supra and modifications I do, because I think having those 3 cars kind of like breaks it up a little bit. So Geese made that comment, and I think it's true, and I think it's good. So I'm kind of brainstorming a lot of stuff, but you guys have given me a lot of good stuff to think about. In Focus, hey, I've been detailing for 17 years and I'm still learning. Yeah, you know, in Focus, I look back at my RX-8 and I think I need to get some different detailing, or not detailing pads, some compound and polishing pads. I had those ones from Adams because it came with my kit. There's still some swirl marks in my RX-8, and I did it on my RSX too. And I think I need to up my speed, or I need to get is it Roops pads? And maybe I'll pick your brain on this, but I think I want to move away from kind of those foam pads. I think I want to get into something that cuts a little bit better, because the car, I'm still seeing kind of some swirl marks and stuff. It's, don't get me wrong, it removed, I would say 50% of it, maybe. But it was a very light correction. And so maybe I'll pick your brain when it comes to that. But I might want to try some different compounds and some different pads. And maybe I need to get a new polisher altogether. But I think I need to up my speed, and I need to try some different pads. So let's see. My main pad is the Lake Country SDO Orange pad. Is it a fantastic one step? Buff and Shine is another brand that is top of the line of pads. Okay. And is that so? I've seen like some of the Roots pads where they're like a, what are they, almost like a microfiber, maybe. I'm probably butchering it, but I do want to get something that's more aggressive, because I just don't think the Adams pads held up really well. And maybe it was a speed thing, maybe it was a polish thing or compound, but like I'm not impressed with the results that I'm getting. I'm either not having my drill up to speed high enough, or the pads just aren't cutting like I need to, especially on these cars that have 20-year-old paint. Like there's a lot of imperfections in it. So would love to know if those are just, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on those pads that you saw me use, just a straight up Adams one. They're just kind of the foam pads, but I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts. Yeah, I've used the Roops MF pads in the past. I like the Buff and Shine Eurofibers. Okay, I'll have to give those a try. I think I'm going to get through the winter and probably do both cars again. I have some videos coming out where I tested. In Focus was interesting, as I tested the Griot's 3-in-1 on my car. You know, I put that on my RX-8, and I asked it on my RSX. So my RX-8, it's about 4 months in, it's starting to fail a little bit, but the car's been sitting out in temperatures to 100 degrees, to freezing degrees, to snowing, to dirt, to a lot of stuff. And it's definitely, I don't know, it hasn't held up that great. It's lasted longer on cars for me, like 9 months to 12 months where it's sitting in a garage, but in the elements, I don't know. I haven't. It's still doing its job, but you'll see on an upcoming video it's starting to break down a little bit. And so I think I need to get in some more true ceramics. What's interesting, in focus, since I got you, and I wonder if they responded back to me. Um, uh, Gosh, what is the name of the brand? Armor Shield. They're really popular ceramic coating brand. They reached out to me and they want me to try their Armor Shield Light, which I think is, you know, just a ceramic, a spray ceramic, not a true ceramic. So hopefully I can maybe try that out. I did buy some wheels for the RSX, and gosh, having two cars with similar R's and X's in them, it's easy to get them confused. But I am going to. Oh, Avalon King, that's the one. Avalon King. Yep, they reached out to me, which I was like, okay, cool. You guys are a pretty big brand. And that's honestly one of the reasons I'm. It's honestly one of the reasons I'm doing a detailing channel too. Is I never want to be paid for play type of a thing. But if companies want to send me their products and I can give my honest review on them, as an auto enthusiast who loves detail cars, that's a bless. So yeah, they wanted to. They're going to send me their Armor Shield Light. I think it's a new spray coating. So yeah, and Moonshot, thanks, buddy, for stopping in. Thanks for all that you do, man. Appreciate your comments. Let's see. You just fully polished the Camaro again for the third time and put G Technic CSL on it. So, in focus, why did you polish it again? Is it just did you not get everything the first time? I'm just curious. I don't know how often people do it. But yeah, so I might want to try that out. Try out some other products. But with the wheels that I got, so I bought some wheels. You guys will be seeing that on the RSX. I'm going to do a true ceramic coating on that. Because I have issues. It's fun. Well, at least you're honest. People drive by and they're like, dude, why do you have so many cars? Dude, Austin, you just need one car. Like, I think my in-laws haven't been able to, you know, figure out why I have so many cars. And I'm just like, because I have problems. That's why I tell them, I'm like, this, I got an addiction. I got big problems. So, but yeah, excited to try some different products out on the detailing channel. I still have finishing up the RSX on the detailing channel. So probably another 6, 7, 8 videos on there to go. Definitely have quite a bit. You know, I've been contemplating what I'm going to do over the winter time and how I'm going to test it out, but I definitely want to give you guys my opinions and thoughts on it. The Supra, you guys are going to see on the main channel a much more heavy dose of the Supra in terms of content. I'm hopefully, I don't know if I'll have it done by Friday, but I'm going to hopefully have like a 1 month 1,000-mile review, even though I've had the car now 2 months. I'm a little bit behind on it, but hopefully I'll get that out on Friday. But you guys are going to be seeing a much heavier dose of the Supra on the channel, which is kind of cool and exciting. And yeah, definitely excited to share my perspectives. And so here's some of the thoughts that I have for the Supra and the content that I want to be able to share. I want to share what it's like going from a manual to an automatic. I want to share what it's like going from a V8 to a V6. I want to share of a Challenger, Camaro, and Mustang owner who would most likely like the Supra the best out of them. I want to compare 0 to 60 times. I want to compare maybe. So I have 60 to 130 on my Camaro, but I get very nervous posting some of the stuff on YouTube because, guys, I'm not someone that likes to go crazy or go wild and just, you know, lie or just break the law. I have footage of that in my Camaro. I'd love to post something like that, but I don't I don't want to make the car my channel completely about that. I like sharing with you guys perspectives of stuff, but I want to be very careful in how I approach some of that stuff because I definitely want to abide by the traffic laws the best that I can. But definitely want to do some comparisons, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, some POV driving clips. You know, I'd love to maybe do some racing clips, taking it to the drag strip. There's some good comments and thoughts around that. The RX-8, I'm still going to sprinkle in some content with that because I like it, but Super will take more of the main stage. The RSX will be fun for you guys to see. Let's see, in focus. I just picked up a new everyday beater, a little 2015 Honda Fit that I can experiment on. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking about like taking the hood off of my RSX and putting like a carbon fiber hood on there and just trying different products and doing some reviews over winter. But I'll see how that goes. But it's nice to have a beater that you can kind of play around with and try on. Hey, Jim, what's up, man? Good to hear from you, buddy. You're one of the OGs. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all your help, buddy. You had some good wisdom and advice for me. I really appreciate it. But you're always an OG, and I did see your comment on, it does take time, and other people doing YouTube, and I think right now YouTube, it has its ebbs and flows, and if you know people that do YouTube, it goes up, it goes down, and it's really hard for us content creators to kind of, figure out what exactly that algorithm is and what it looks like. But Jim, thank you for your comments, man. You're an OG. Just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. In focus. If you ever want to talk detailing, you can just call or just do a FaceTime. We can go over all my stuff I have and I can explain my pads and such. Yeah, I definitely want to hit you up on maybe some pads and compounds. Ceramics. I need to do a full blown ceramic on my cars. This Griot's 3-in-1 and some of it. It's just kind of an easy way to do it. Tell you one product that I'm kind of impressed with, that you'll see, and I know it's it's an easy product to put on, is Gyeon Wet Coat. I put those on my Super wheels, and it's been on there 2 months, and it's still working pretty good. And those wheels get hot; they've seen different temperatures. And as someone who doesn't have time to maybe do like a full blown, paint correction, ceramic, Gyeon Wet Coat actually does a really good job. You just spray it on wet; it repels it. I'm actually kind of impressed with that product. That's actually one that I've been pretty impressed with. Griot's 3-in-1. I haven't been overly impressed with how it's held up outside, and I know that kind of goes against what some YouTubers have found on their channels, but it's experienced everything, and you guys will see where the car sits in the sunlight and how that's maybe affected the longevity of the product too. Is really interesting. Yeah, Gyeon makes some good stuff. I have a bunch of stuff of them. Put Gyeon MOHS Evo on my wife's Explorer. In Focus One, I found a detailing shop here, and I can't remember which subscriber mentioned this to me, but there's a company called Budco here in Salt Lake, and they actually have some decent products. So they have PNS. So obviously I did the review on the PNS Bug Off. I have the PNS Express Interior, which is their detailer, but I also tried, and I'm probably going to butcher this, Kokemi, Kochkemi, whichever one. I tried their Leather Star product, and that's a review you guys will see. So I love trying detailing products, guys. Back in high school, one of my favorite things to do, would go hop in my car. I'd blast some music. I had subwoofers and stuff, and I'd go over to AutoZone, and I would just sit there for forever. And uh, I would um, I would just go look at all the detailing products, and I'd go try something out. I remember Eagle One had like a wax as you dry product that I used. It's kind of streaky, but I would try new air fresheners. I would try new products, and it's always been one of my things that relaxes me in a weird way. Um, and I man, it's one of the things that I really love. And so detailing cars, it's therapeutic and trying new products. So in focus, I have PS Express, Brake Buster, Bead Maker, Dream Maker, Pearl, and Paint Gloss. You got them all. Now in focus. So so I love PNS, by the way. The Bug Off works amazing. Oh, you bought that air freshener. What do you think of the air freshener? I actually really like it. It's for what I paid for it. It's what I used in high school. It's the exact same cement. I actually like it, but in focus, if you don't, I'm sorry. I like it. I'm a fan of it. So in focus, so I love PNS products. The one product that I think is overhyped is Brake Buster. Call me crazy. I don't. So what I like about it is it foams really well. But I think it's just kind of average. I think here's the reality is with any wheel cleaner, if you put enough agitation in, it's going to clean things. I do like its foaming capabilities, but like I still like Adams Wheel and Tire better because like it pulls more off of there and it's less agitation I have to do. But Brake Buster gets like raved about. Now Bead Maker I haven't tried, and I've heard amazing things about Bead Maker. But anyways, that's my thoughts. If I'm off on the Brake Buster, let me know. I'm definitely not a pro like you, but let me know. Let's see. Listener Jim, a lot of people haven't had nice things to say about it, but I used some next gen spray on a car and it worked pretty well. Hey, If it works good for you, you know what's funny, Jim, is I've tried some products that people rave about, or they say, "Hey, I get this longevity with it," or I didn't get this longevity. When it comes to detailing products, at the end of the day, so much depends on climate conditions, so many different factors, like how you prep the paint. So, like, I've found products that people don't necessarily like that I've actually really liked, and I actually found does a really good job. So, as long as you like it and it works for you, that's all that matters. But in focus, hopefully, if you didn't like the air freshener, I'll Venmo you some money because that's not a cheap one. I like Brake Buster for the fact that it's really cheap and I can mix mine at 5-1 because my wheels are coated and I don't need something crazy strong. Yeah, and I guess that's a good point because, Adams Wheel and Tire, obviously I have a tire coating on there from Black. I've used Duracoating, tire dressing. I'm someone that I don't like to I don't like cleaning wheels and tires. I just don't. It's one of my least favorite things. And obviously having them ceramic coated would help a lot. The one thing with Adams Wheel and Tire that makes me nervous is sometimes it might be too strong to pull stuff off. So to your point, that's probably good feedback. But yeah, if you guys are here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Would love to hear from you guys. But yeah, so those are some of my thoughts on the product. So but I love detailing products. I'll be announcing maybe my live schedule. I need to get my watch time hours up on my detailing channel. So we'll probably do some lives from my detailing channel where we just purely talk detailing products. And I'd love to geek out with you guys over that. You want something really strong for brake dust? I used this for a while. I got rid of it because I didn't need the strength. What did you use, my friend? I don't know if, yeah, let me know what product that is. But thank you guys. We got another thumbs up, so thank you. And if you guys are watching this after the live, I apologize. I will advertise these more in advance in the future. But just wanted to bring this to you guys. And okay, 3D 1101 Super Wheel Cleaner, more lives. Yeah, Jim, we can do more lives, man. I've even had a thought of maybe one week we do a live every single day, and I will do more lives, my friend. I'll make that a promise. We'll try and do it. I've been kind of really sporadic. I've gone like a month and not done them, and then a couple. So I'm gonna get on a more regular cadence and look out for my community tab because that's where I'll be kind of posting. I think once I have that set schedule, where you guys can just know at this time this week, no matter if I'm sick, no matter if I have, no matter if I have diarrhea or or something gross like that, I will be on here. So I'm sorry, I'm sharing way too much info. Yeah, so 3D 11 Super Wheel Cleaner. Yeah, in focus, I've thought about doing an acid wheel cleaner on my RSX wheels because they're pretty caked, and when I change out the wheels anyways, and the wheels are kind of, they've seen better days. I'm tempted to use something really heavy and do a review on it, but maybe I'll give that a go. But yeah, Jim, we'll get to more live. So um, no vids from the throne. Hey, good call. Good call. No vids, or I'll say, hey guys, I'll be right back. Nobody wants to see that. No one wants to see that. But yeah, no, I'm gonna try and make my videos a little bit more engaging, have a little bit more fun. If you guys can help me when I do make videos, if you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. I'm good with that. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you can drop a comment on my videos, I would greatly appreciate it. And it's okay if the comment is, hey, Austin, not your best video, or hey, you could have done this or you could have done that. Like, what helps my videos do well, or what helps videos do well in general, is even if a video is getting dislikes or likes, YouTube looks at that and they go, hey, they're getting engagement on that. And so they rank them, and so that'll also help me know too, not only based on views, but likes and comments of what you guys are liking or not liking. In focus, I stay away from acid, not my cup of tea. Too much risk for myself personally. When I worked at a Mitsubishi dealer when I was 21, I used acid wheel cleaners there and it messed up my hands. Oh yeah. And that's, I'm really nervous to use it. I kind of just want to use it once because I've never used an acid wheel cleaner. But I'm kind of scared to, and I'm only going to use it on wheels that maybe, because I've used some fairly heavy duty wheel cleaner on the RSX and even my RX-8, and it didn't completely take stuff off of there. And I think that's where I might use acid, but I definitely don't want to make it a routine. So maybe I won't do it. I don't know. But messed up your hands. Because I imagine even if you have gloves on, it probably eats through it, right? Like, how do you protect your hands from acid wheel cleaners. But yeah, I don't see a lot of detailers doing that using acid, but I kind of am just curious and just want to try it. You can't even buy an acid wheel cleaner at stores anymore. You used to be able to, and it's hard to for a reason because it can ruin stuff. Try a heavy iron remover to see what it can break down, like an Iron X gel. I've used yeah, I've used Griots. I haven't. Let's see, Iron X. That's CarPro, right? I have used it. It's done pretty good, but still, it's taken most of it off of there. But yeah, it's and CarPro's Iron X is really good. It did take a lot of it off, but still, it's still kind of caked on there. I'm getting ready to sandblast and powder coat my IROC wheel soon. Hey, that's awesome, brother. You have to send me some pictures when you do it. Would love to know your process. I That's something that I want to get into eventually is sandblasting and powder coating. I think that could be really cool. And hopefully you guys can kind of see where my mind's at and where I'm wanting to go on a channel is I'm wanting to try stuff I haven't done. I'm wanting to do stuff that I normally wouldn't do. Like I put my RSX wing on my car, and you guys might think, oh, that's really easy to do. And honestly, it was pretty easy to do. But I'm a perfectionist when it comes to like my cars or certain things like my golf clubs, whatever. Um, I don't like drilling into my car. Like I had to drill 4 holes into my trunk lid, and while it was really easy to do, and I watched a lot of videos and did research, like that's I felt so accomplished after doing that yesterday because it was something that made me nervous. Because while I'm a perfectionist, sometimes I'm not the most skilled when it comes to that stuff. I'm not as patient as I need to be when I do that stuff, and so it makes me nervous because when you mess that stuff up, but you only learn by doing it. Like on my 3000 GT, if you guys haven't seen some of those videos, I removed the rear turbo off of that car, and that was not easy to do. I removed half of that engine off of that car, and 5 years ago, I never would have been able to do it. So I'm all about pushing myself to do stuff. So sandblasting, powder coating, I'd love to try that out. So I'd love to see your results on it. But guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. I just wanted to hop on, wish you guys a happy Halloween. Hopefully you guys, are taking your family out trick-or-treating, or just having fun with your family. But wanted to hop on. I wanted to say thanks for the comments, kind of give you guys a direction where we're going. But we're going to keep powering through. And I love and appreciate you guys. I'm just trying to be real. Some days I have good days, some days I have bad days, and but you're not always going to see good days from me. And I do that because I just want to be who I am. And I appreciate you guys and all your support. Let's see, in focus. I know I really want to order ZL1 side skirts for the 1LE, and I'm just cringing thinking of drilling into side panels. Dude, that's me. I even get nervous drilling into my back bumper for the license plate holes, as dumb as that sounds. Now, I've gotten really good at it, but just anytime, anytime I drill into a car, it just makes me nervous, so, but watch enough videos on it. I'm sure there's some great videos out there for you on how to do it. Like with my Acura, I watched a lot of videos when I've had to do certain things like, rock guards and stuff like that, which is really small. Just watch a lot of videos and I'm sure you'll be fine. But yeah, it does make you nervous when you're drilling into it, but I know you can do it. 909 Scat, good start to the day. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, buddy. Have a good rest of your work day. Guys, thank you. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate the following that we have on here. It's humbling. It amazes me you guys want to watch me talk because I don't like watching me talk. But thank you guys. Have a great Halloween. Hey, I'm leaving for 14 days cruise Saturday, so I'll struggle through. Hey, 14-day cruise. It's a rough life, man. I don't know if you get Wi-Fi in the ship, Jim, but hopefully I can get some videos out there for you to watch. But have fun. That sounds rough. That sounds rough. But you guys rock. Have a good Halloween. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. We'll talk to you later.